Well, I'm back in my car, and it's a wild Wednesday, but I just came from my office quarterly meeting, quarterly luncheon. Congratulations to Elva Loera for being our agent of the quarter. She's done extremely well. You know, it's like everything came into place. Last year it wasn't as good. Things were going on, and all of a sudden all the people you talked to last year have come to fruition this year. That's sort of how it works in this business. So congratulations, Elva. We're so proud of you. So while we were there, chatting, eating, fixing my hair. At the end, my broker, Derf, called me up with another gentleman whose name is Ted, and introduced us to a new award that they're giving out. And I don't know how many members of our office will be eligible for this award in the near future, but both Ted and I were eligible. It's called, let's see, I know it's going to be backwards. It's called the Legacy Award. And it says, for the lasting impact made to Fredericks Realty over the past 40 plus years. And that's to Carol Gillis. Now the reason, understand, our Fredericks Realty this time around has only been in existence for a couple of years, but when I first started in real estate, I started with Fredericks Realty. And that was back in 79-80 is when I got 79-80 when I got my full license. But I got introduced to what would be Derf's brother, and he had an office, and there were 5 offices, and I was going to work in the Hawthorne office, and they decided to close that down before I started, so I ended up in the North Torrance office. So and since then, as I've mentioned before, I've had the opportunity to move with most of the people that were into that office when we moved different places, even though we changed names and we became different companies. Well, there's a whole group of us that have moved around for years. And here I am back with Fredericks Realty. So what a surprise this was. And on top of that, where is it? Oh, here it is. I even got a new cross pen, and it has the Fredericks Realty logo on it. So the other thing I just wanted to share with you is I was going to share some affirmations, some positive messages, but I'll do that next week because I don't have them with me. And it was interesting to listen to everybody's, we'll call them war stories today. And in real estate, you can have a very easy transaction 1 out of 10. I mean, I had one year where I had 3 dysfunctional families I was working with, and it was absolutely incredible, the things that were going on. And in the middle of it, one year, I realized I had a closing, and it was such an easy transaction, I forgot I had this going on. That's how simple it was. Buyer, I had a buyer, there was a seller, we had one little request to be taken care of. They got all their paperwork in on time. There were no other communication problems. Everybody knew what they were supposed to do. And all of a sudden, I'm understanding we're funding and closing. How much better can that be? One of the guys in the office was talking about one that just closed. And the bottom line is they had a hard time closing because all of a sudden they found out about all these liens that he had on his property that he never told his agent about. And we had, and the title company got involved, and they were able to take care of the reconveyance of the paid off liens, and then making sure with escrow what the payoffs were. So the bottom line is, I'm here to help solve problems. That's what I do. I help solve problems. I can get the public. Here's what we need from you. We need a motivated seller, a qualified buyer, and a house. Those 3 things have never changed. No matter what's going on with the law, no matter how many changes are going to be in real estate in the next few years, That's always been the same. So realize that all we need to do is get those three things together. And then, because we have California Association of Realtors who put together who's helped put together documents for us to make it legal, where the words are keeping us all out of court. We're now filling in the blanks and filling in more blanks and putting up things and understanding what contingencies are and how soon we need to remove these contingencies and what they might be, and all these things are going on. And then all of a sudden something comes up, like finding out about a lien, and I know who to turn to. I know who to speak with. That's what you're hiring. I know how to connect with these people. So when you're hiring your realtor, whether you're buying or whether you're selling, trust them to know what they're doing. Trust them to know who's out there to help them out. Because I don't have to know everything about title, because I have a title rep that knows that. I don't have to know everything about the loan, because I have a lender who knows that. I have a home inspector I work with. I have an escrow officer who knows how to do that. I know an electrician I could refer somebody to, or a roofer I can refer somebody to. So all those things are people that I've learned over the last 40 years, and I get help. I'm not here all by myself. I have a team behind me. So it was just interesting war stories that we heard today about different transactions and different challenges we've gone into while we are in the transaction, even once we close escrow. One of the things that came up is our home warranty rep was there. She reminded us that when we close escrow in the home warranty, the first thing that we do is remind the buyer that they could rekey. They get 6 new locks, 4 new keys. How great is that? And that's part of what basically the seller has gifted the buyer and buying their home warranty. So those are the things we talk about. Oh, there's a couple of new loans out there that the lender talked about, and let's see what you could qualify for before you go out to buy. So yeah, this is a little real estate conversation I thought I'd have today. I didn't plan on it this way, but this is how it ended up. So if you have any other real estate questions, feel free to contact me directly at 310-864-9738, or send me a message down below, and I'll see how I can help you out, or if I can help you out. You never know. Things can change. It changes every day. As I said a few Wednesdays ago, change is coming, and change is good. It doesn't feel that way at the beginning, but it's really good. So anyway, it's a Wild Wednesday, and if you're in the Torrance area, it's BJ's. Today's BJ's Restaurant for Roses. So get your flyer online. If you need a flyer, let me know, and I'll email you a flyer. But print the flyer if you're going in. If you can order online, you can give them a code. And the Torrance Rose Float Association for the 2025 float will end up getting I think it's a 20% donation from BJ's. So anyway, have a good Wednesday. Bye. Keep cool out there.